is going to take note of his surroundings and bring out some special tactics for this one. In the top left, it's FX Open's BabyKnight. And in the bottom right, Maddles is going to be secretly cheering for him because he is also from the UK. It is the Zerg player in blue, JonnyRecco.
You can't say I'd be cheering for Rico. I just sang a song about BabyKnight.
Oh, that's right. In the break. And you guys weren't able to hear that, but I'm sure Nick recorded it and I recorded it. Maddles was singing like the Justin Bieber song, like baby, baby. And then he sang, instead of baby, he sang BabyKnight.
It was beautiful.
Do you want to do a quick performance, Maddles?
No,
or no?
Definitely not. I'm not Jorasar. I'm not into that sort of thing. Sorry, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, Jorasar sang Lady Gaga, you singing BabyKnight. I mean, you get some horrible taste. The ESET UK Master casting team has horrible taste.
We'll do it at I-49 at the next ESET UK Masters.
Oh, I'll keep you... Yeah.
We'll rope you into it though, don't you worry. Don't you worry. You're doing something. So anyway, what can we expect on this map? I know it's not going to happen, but I really want JonnyRecco to do something risky. As he hatches.
Like a hatch first.
Like a hatch first.
You know it's not gonna happen, but oh well, it's cool. It's a big map. It's forced cross spawns though, so it's a bit risky. It definitely is a bit risky to go for a hatch first here. But the early game is gonna unfold as we've seen it do so many times. I mean, BabyKnight's gonna be mining gas, gonna be putting pressure on with 2 zealots and a mothership core, or maybe a zealot, a stalker, and a mothership core. And he's going to go into Stargate and go into a Robo later on, get a Twilight Council, get some upgrades, maybe go for an all-in, maybe go for third base. We've really seen so many PvZs today. I mean, that Challenger series we cast before went all 5 games.
It was really fun.
Yeah, it was. It was a really close series.
It was really good. So, congratulations. I like the Challenger series. I think it's awesome. But you know what else I like? And we have to do this. We have to do the little bit where we, of course, let people know about sponsors and things like that. Make sure that if you do want to try a month of ESET for free, you can go to eset.co.uk/gamers and you get a month free of it. And it is actually awesome. I'm not just saying that. It is pretty swish. I've been using it for months. You have as well, haven't you, Lillian?
Yeah. I got like 20 keys, so I was like, well, might as well use one myself. I mean, those keys were obviously to give away, but I'm a caster for ESET, so I figured I could use one myself. And I've been really enjoying the antivirus software so far. So guys, make sure you check out eset.co.uk/gamers and try out the trial. And if you try the trial and you're like, oh my god, this is amazing, tweet at me.
While trialing the trial of the trial, if you like it.
While you're trying out the trial of the ESET trial virus software and you like it, send me a tweet. And if you have like a positive story or some funny comment about the ESET antivirus, I'll give you a key. So definitely check out the antivirus software. Antivirus for Gamers by ESET.
Anyway, back to the game. Mothership Core is out. Zerging speed on its way. Rico, he went for his Overlord Scout, so exactly what he needed to do. Slightly predictable now, BabyKnight, in terms of what he's going to be going for. He's got the 2 Zealots and the Mothership Core. The same thing he's done in the last 3 games, if I'm correct.
He's done it in a lot of games. Not sure if it was the last 3 games. I mean, we have seen him with a Nexus first and a Forge opener, so a few different openers coming out of the BabyK player.
Yeah, it should be fine now for Rico. He should be aware of what's happening. And actually, the Zealot's just pulling back.
Yeah, that's actually a lot of links produced by JonnyRecco. I mean, he's done that in every game, like this amount of links, but he didn't actually have to use them right now because BabyKnight was like, well, last few games I haven't done an awful lot of damage, might as well fall back before I try right now. The Mothership Core is still going to be working away, working on getting to the other side of the map and scouting for that third base. Third base not in the bottom left position, it is actually in the right kind of pocket expansion.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you can just keep... I like Rico, he's been forced to make a lot of links. And I always say that you don't have to kill drones to deal damage economically to a Zerg early on. As long as you just force units, you're technically doing some damage still. So that's fine, because these lings are completely useless, at least in the meantime. But the Mothership Core just going to start chipping away, knows the timing. The Stargate also coming on. That's something we haven't seen from BabyKnight in the last few games.
No, it is going to be a Stargate. That's cool. Are we going to see an Oracle? We did see... earlier in the Challenger series, I believe, the Void Ray first come out, but I really feel Oracle player. BabyKnight... Whoa, actually, it is going to be a Void Ray. Oh, that's funny. I was just about to make a big point.
Cast a curse.
You know, it's alright. I mean, BabyKnight always used to open oracles. We always saw him going 1 or 2 oracles into Phoenix play to deter the Muta play that we see out of so many Zerg players. But he's going to be playing Void Rays right now, which is... Oh, that's really cool.
It is, and of course the Overlord has seen it though, and you can see what's being made out of a Stargate when you fly your little Overlord over, so now Rico can prepare for this appropriately, but he's just going to drone for the moment. He's like, I'll drone a bit more, and I'll keep droning, because droning is a way of the Zerg, and he's up to already 58 workers, actually going to go over 60 before he even considers making anything, because with the Lings outside, his opponent's natural, he knows precisely when he moves out.
Ooh, a few force fields missing there, not only one Ling going down. Ooh. JonnyRecco trying to buy as much time as possible. Just look at him forcing the sentries to pull back a little to make sure he can force field that down. Oh, there is a Zealot in position. Oh, once again, baiting out so many force fields. That exactly is what JonnyRecco was hoping to do, bait out those force fields so he can defend against the push more easily later on, because there will be less force fields to deal with.
Now, we do have the 3rd and 4th gas getting taken down, as well as the 5th and 6th now for JonnyRecco. So he's just getting everything that he needs to go really gas heavy, producing a lot of roaches, ready to hold off this push. And as long as he holds it off, he should be okay. And there's not anything that scary other than the Void Ray.
No, there's only 2 gateways, so definitely a very light pressure. He's going to look to recall here for sure. He is not even going to try walking back across the map. He's trying to force as many units as he can out of the UK player, and he's just going to be like, okay, you've made a lot of units, that's okay, I'm going to recall and then defend. There it is. Bam.
Bam.
And look at the production tab! Oh my god, he just forced 12 Lings and 8 more roaches out of JonnyRecco. Oh, JonnyRecco's going to be sad about that one.
Yeah, but then to the same extent, JonnyRecco does have a lot of workers already. He's up at 60, he's not a massive amount of problems. He's going to be going for Mutalist play, and I think Muta play on this map is really nice because there's a lot of dead space everywhere. So you can really poke in, prod, deal damage, pick off mineral lines. Rico also taking his 4th, which is a smart move because he knows his opponent went to put on some pressure, probably hasn't taken a 3rd yet, may have taken a 3rd behind the aggression, which is just a really common thing to do. So this is all looking nice. The Lings just going to go and try and get a bit of a counter push, see if they can catch any units off guard or deny the 3rd, and they should be able to delay it quite substantially.
Yeah, they should be. Gonna take out a Zealot there, nice pick off. The probe, is there a probe yet? No, there's no probe around quite yet.
The probe was taken out as well.
Oh, here comes another probe. Not going to be able to focus that one down. The Roaches and Zerglings are going to have to retreat. The Roaches don't have speed, so we might see a forced engagement here out of JonnyRecco. Definitely not an engagement he wanted to take, but he's trying to make the best of the situation. And the best is not very good.
No, he killed a couple of Stalkers, and that was it. You could definitely do with taking out quite a bit more in that sort of situation, but the 3rd base was delayed. The 4th nearly up and running for Rico anyway, so he's ahead in a base, which is fine. His Spire just finishing up now, but Blink is nearly done for BabyKnight. So Rico, he's got enough gas to make 11 mutas, and there we go, 11 mutas and +1, all getting started at the same time. Very, very big commitment to that, but it's the right map to go mutas.
Yeah, it is. It's a good map to go mutas. 11, 12 of them now on the way, +1 Zerg. Zerg flyer attacks is on the way, so the mutas are going to be a little bit powerful, but not so much against the Stalkers because they already have +2, and BabyKnight is moving out. He's got a lot of those Blink Stalkers. He has some good supporting units in the sentries. He might have a very powerful push. This base is definitely going to be forced to cancel. No way he can engage here just yet. He needs those Zerglings. He needs the additional mutas. Oh, no cancel there.
Yeah, no cancel, but again, JonnyRecco, he's got his 4th up, and that's the important thing, but he's got to just hold this off. The mutas are about to hit the field, so this is really a solid position for him. We're going to have 18 mutas once they come, and then, again, another recall forced by BabyKnight.
Yeah, and JonnyRecco thought he was being, okay, I'm going to initiate the base trade, but with that recall...
Oh, hidden base, hidden hatchery down in the bottom left. Good times. Good times, Rico, good times.
Yep, that base is going to be helping him out a little bit. It's going to be hard to get units over there, though, because it's so far away from his main base. The mutas now going to be going into the natural...
Snipe the core. That is always fun times.
And they might be able to snipe the Nexus.
The Nexus is the 3rd base, taking a lot of damage. So many Lings there, not enough force fields. The Nexus is now going to get saved by a perfect cone of force fields, but, well, that was a lot of commitment, and, of course, the muta's still pushing into the natural behind this.
Yeah, they're still doing, trying to find angles to do damage. They killed some workers. Let's take a look at the worker loss tab. 8 workers killed by JonnyRecco right now. And the Twilight Council is taking some fire here. I'm not sure what he's hoping to achieve by taking this out. He's not actually going to achieve anything by taking that out. Might delay Templar Tech, but Templar Tech not really something you want to go for anymore. I mean, mutas heal so quickly right now. Storm isn't as good as it used to be.
No, definitely not. But Rico, all he's doing is trying to maintain map presence and map dominance, because behind this he's going up to 6 hatches. That is pretty bold. Now going again for this third base, and it looks like again the force fields are going to save it. It's very close though. The muta count is at 21 with 4 more on the way. That is absolutely brilliant.
Oh, Queens!
Yeah, the Queens are not getting the memo. They need to run back pretty quickly. But now, of course, with Alpha and Overcharge, so many probes getting killed in the natural base.
Yeah, that's a lot of probes going down. The Stalkers were out of position because those Queens were out of position at the same time. They were like, ha, I'll kill you because you're out of position. And the Mutas were like, haha, I'll kill some probes because your
24.
Stalkers were out of position, killing my out of position Queens.
24 probes went down. That's
a lot.
That is good times. Rico now at 76.
Oh, he wants to get the base. He wants to get this Nexus. Here comes another big wave of Zerglings. BabyKnight not paying attention. His force fields might be too late this time around. No, they are in time. 120 HP.
This Nexus does not realize how lucky it is. Like,
no,
that is one lucky Nexus. Of course, these Mutas are trying a little bit of a dancing game at the moment with some Stalkers and Phoenix. There aren't that many Phoenix on the field yet, just 6. But the Mutas are trying to close up the distance, but have got to be careful with those Stalkers there. Infestation pick coming down. Rico, though, he's on 6 bases.
Yeah, he's on 6 bases. 6 gas mining bases. That's insane. The Twilight Council does go down. Might be able to take down the assimilator here if he wants to. Yep, takes that out. Gonna be reducing the gas income of BabyKnight. Supply blocking BabyKnight right now pretty heavily, and will be supply blocked for a short period of time here. JonnyRecco just keeps on putting pressure on, making nothing but Zerglings and Mutas. Is investing into an infestation pit right now, so he is starting to think about how to take
the sentries in the middle. That is not what you want to be losing right there.
Oh, that was big, and there goes the Nexus.
Goes down as well. Good little focus fire, and straight away JonnyRecco really looking like he's going to be able to take this game.
He is looking good, but he's losing a lot of his Mutas there. The Phoenix were doing some good damage there. A lot of Phoenix did go down. Only 3 left out on the field. So JonnyRecco doing a perfect job, really. He does exactly what you need to do with Mutas. You need to keep the Protoss on lower bases than you are. You can trade inefficiently because you're on so many more bases. Use the mobility. It's okay.
Yeah, 6 base to 2 is definitely a good ratio of bases to have over your opponent.
Yeah, triple the amount, pretty good.
Like, probably just enough, I reckon. Just about do it, but of course, now just so many Mutas are out, 33 Mutalisks, and even though Phoenix are on the field, there's only 5 of them. 5 Phoenix against 33 Mutas, you're going to have some pretty intense micro.
He is getting the fleet beacon, so he will be able to research the anion pulse crystals in just a second. That is going to help him micro against the big ball of Mutas a lot easier. But I'm totally agreeing with you, Maddles. It's looking pretty grim for BabyKnight. The FX Open player is in some trouble. Is going to lose a few pylons here. Not going to be supply blocking him this time around. I think I've seen like 20 pylons go down in that position this game. Might even get the fleet beacon. No anion pulse crystals.
Oh, that was a good little snipe off. Suddenly those Phoenix, of course, with Anion Pulse Crystals, do have +4 range over the Mutalisks. But this Muta count is getting pretty ridiculous now. 40 already out, 5 more on the way.
Yeah, this is pretty much a good game right now. Fleet Beacon is being reconstructed in the main base. Zerglings are going to be attacking into the 3rd base of BabyKnight. They will not be able to do much. I mean, they've got very low armor. Do take out a single cannon. Mutas have to be careful. Get the big blink there. But do we have enough Stalkers here? Yeah,
well, the Stalkers are trying to do some nice damage. Mutas will be forced back, trying to just bait the Phoenix into them, and that's the really important thing, is you've got to take out those Phoenix. They're already getting a bit low in number, only 4 now on the field. But JonnyRecco going for the normal tech switch of Muta into Ultralisk.
Muta into 12 more Mutas. So he's going to be, wow, 15 more Mutas on the production tab. That's a bit of a...
Oh, not a good trade here at the moment in the natural. Really just taking a lot of damage, but ultimately 51 probes have been killed, whereas BabyKnight has only managed to kill a single drone. Yeah,
and JonnyRecco has been mining out of 6 bases for such a long time.
40 workers ahead.
Another big engagement in the middle. Finally, a lot of Mutas starting to die. The Phoenix count is really starting to get out of control, and maybe this counterattack is exactly what BabyKnight needed. He's killing every Muta right now. And does JonnyRecco have an answer on the ground? Does he have enough stuff? Does he have enough Zerglings? Does he have Ultralisks ready to come out? Not quite yet.
No, he's not got the money for it quite at the moment. He's spending his money well, but just completely all on Mutalisks, which is always a bit of a risky strategy, because even though he's quite far ahead, we've seen already that these Phoenix are doing a very nice job of cleaning out the Mutas. But Rico, he is up at 27, so one misstep, one nice little focus fire on those Phoenix, and they will die incredibly quickly.
Yep, they are little bit low on HP. A few of them on... Actually, one of them is on 1 HP, so that one's going to go down really quickly. JonnyRecco still making nothing but Lings and Zerglings, getting some upgrades. He's going to engage again. He's got so much more stuff here than BabyKnight, but BabyKnight does have the superior army.
Yep, we can see the BabyKnight's Phoenix are doing a nice job with the Stalker count, getting fairly low. The Muta count, though, also starting to fall off. Only 20 left on the field. JonnyRecco banking up those 6 Ultras. That's what I was waiting to see. And now, of course, with 6 Ultras against just a handful of Stalkers, it's not going to go too well for the Protoss player.
No, it's not. He has no money to invest into a second Robo. Double Immortal production is something you really need when this Ultralisk switch comes in. But BabyKnight just doesn't have the resources. He's sending down a probe to expand to a 4th base, but it's going to be difficult for him. The Phoenix finally have their Anion Pulse Crystals. Wow, 22 minutes into the game. Finally has that research, but I feel like it's a little bit too late at this point. I mean, the Mutas are forfeit. They're just going to try to kill a few more probes, and after that, the Ultralisks are going to come in and clean up, and those Phoenix are going to be flying in the air thinking, oh man, if only I could lift a fat Ultralisk.
Yeah, well, the thing is, these Mutas now are just a distraction. They're keeping BabyKnight back while the Ultra count gets higher and higher and higher. There's already 6 on the field, 6 more on the way. That's going to take us to 12, and that just means that 12 Ultras are going to be going head up against 8 Stalkers, 3 Sentries, and 6 Zealots.
Yep, that is the situation right now, and not a good situation, well, at that. So look at the creep spread, man. The creep spread is everywhere. It's about to hit the 3rd base of BabyKnight. JonnyRecco being on top of that, still on 6 bases. No 7th base just yet. He's just fine with the amount of bases he's currently on. And BabyKnight showing us how resilient he can be. Super resilient play. And now sees the Ultralisk, and he's going to be crying himself to sleep.
Yeah, those Ultras, once you see that many of them, you're never going to be too happy. They do have Tritonus plating just completing, +3 melee attack done. So currently at 2-3 upgrades, and, well, this 3rd base taking a tremendous amount of damage. Not even force fields can save it now. And I think BabyKnight, plunging under half the supply of his opponent, is going to be forced to GG out. BabyKnight, he took a game off Recco, but Recco is going to now take this series very comfortably 4-1.
Yep, 4-1 is going to be the ending score for this, and that's going to be it for this Showmatch series. It is, of course, a best of 7, so 4-1 will be the closing score for JonnyRecco as he's wobbling in here. An Immortal pops out, and even an Immortal will not be able to save the day right now. The Robo gets unpowered, the second Immortal will not be able to pop out. 2 Void Rays are here, and there's no anti-air, so if this game lasts for another 10 minutes, the Void Rays might be able to clean up all the Ultras.
Yeah, but unfortunately there is only 2 out at the moment, and while a few more can be made, Recco, he is getting some Corruptors. He's got pretty much everything he needs. The Ultras are forced back, but now, ultimately, BabyKnight has no mining bases. 0.
He is expanding to the middle of the map right now, Manos. Look at that. It's a vision.
Down to supply at the 25-minute mark. Guess
the Phoenix are like, we'll defend this. Oh, shoot, our lift.
Like, if we all use lift at the same time, maybe we can pick one up.
And delay the killing. Just want to lift you.
I really want to type in the chat to BabyKnight, do you even lift, bro? Like, that is literally all I want to do.
Those Phoenix need to train more so they can get the heavy Ultralisks off the ground.
Yeah. But there's GG indeed, and